Okay, this is gonna be hopefully a short video. I look like crap. It is a little after 7 o'clock in the morning. Um, since I got out of bed right around 7 o'clock in the morning, we have been very busy. We still have a lot to do. I figured I'd show you while everything was still going on. Um, so let me turn this thing around. All right. In the back of my truck, I'm going to try to set this on the screen as best I can. Right there is my solar panel. You may or may not be able to see it. I'm going to try to do it through the thingy. Might be better there. So I set that up with my box and one battery bank. Hi, Poseidon. Dogs have food and water. Lost count on the food, so we just put extra bowls. Yeah. But they wouldn't be quiet. So first thing in the morning, they're running around like crazy fools. All right, so in the RV, it is a little wet because I'm letting some of this dry and then I have to redo it. I'm not sure if something's stuck on my foot, which probably is coming off my foot. But I'm going to get this like 4 or 5 more times, so it will be fine. Anyways, I just cleaned up Grover, and I cleaned on the top of his kennel. You can see the mess in there. Not that anyone wants to see it. So, they made a mistake this time and gave me the fine. It was supposed to be the extra fine. They keep doing this. Thankfully, they didn't give me the regular, because that shit tore up my fingers when I put it in there. We should just probably stick to fine and extra fine. Tractor Supply. Just saying. So somebody did pee-pee last night, and the bedding caught it. It was either Zeus or Luke, and this occurred last night at like 3 in the morning, and I'm not cleaning up shit at 3 in the morning. This just occurred. He just did this when I was putting the food outside. Now, those I haven't covered with bedding yet. Grover's I did. But right now, I'm just trying to get all of this cleaned up. And yes, this is a microcloth towel. I did clean my shoe on it. You can kind of see I rubbed it on there. And I just take my Dollar Tree stick with a microcloth on it, and I just do that number. That's it. Okay, we pour it out of this. This is 8 ounces of odor band with water. And then I spray it with the floor with that. So that's what's going on with the floor. I've already sprayed it and then went over it once, and then we're doing this one again, but I gotta wait for the germs to kill themselves before we continue. Anyways, you can kind of see the mess over here. This is how I prevent them from getting in my bed. I put all this shit in the doorway. So their best option is to go that way. Out to freedom, where their food and water is. Not to Grandma's house. And at night we do the same thing. And that's why the biscuits are ready. Anyways, I have to clean at least all of this up. I can leave that for later, put the cover material on it and leave it for later so it'll soak up some of that stuff. But I want to crawl back into that bed where there's 2 sleeping bags and 5 blankets, because while it says it's 45 here, it's going to drop a little bit because my screen door is open. I could put my little cover thing on it. I just haven't done it yet. I did move this because the dogs were barking and I wanted to see. But as you could tell, it's vented. So, but I wanted to be able to see out that direction just a little bit. I do want to block the wind, but not that much. Anyways, I want to clean all of this so that A, this section is done. And B, I can move all this stuff back over here near the door. Enough to that I can still get out the door, but enough that I can walk to that bed and go night-night. Because, like I said, it's 45 in the RV right now. In this area. Now, near my bed, it was 43 at 7. So, it's around that. Out, according to the temperature people, it's a lot colder than that. But it got right around freezing. It's supposed to get to 31, 32. I don't know what it got to. I really didn't look this morning. I didn't have time. They started barking at like 6:45. And I finally said, fuck it, I had to pee. And they haven't shut up. So at like right around 7, I'm putting on my, I'm getting all the solar stuff from my area. And then I'm putting on my boots with my Tweety socks because I forgot to get another pair of socks. So, yeah, Tweety socks. And so well, I can't get my boot back on. Hold on. I'm going to talk while I put my boot back on because my sock fell off. That's part of the problem. It kind of came off when I put the boot on. But the reason I didn't take the time to do that was because I just took the damn dogs out. I was trying to get as quickly as I could get these buttholes outside so they wouldn't poop. But of course, as I have already filled the dog bowl, and as I'm putting the okay, let me explain this a little bit differently. The dog bowl outside I filled up with the little dog bowl. The little dog bowl, as I was finished, I put it back in the container so it stays clean and dry, and then close the container for the dog food. My next step was to let dogs out. As I'm putting that bowl in there and screwing on the lid, to that right there, there is a bowl in there. Anyways, while I was screwing that on, I hear Poseidon went potty. Grover went potty. So, yeah, we didn't quite make it in time. The only thing I did was get out of bed, grab that orange thing right there, which is a light, alarm to like tell people, go the fuck away. But it's also got safety stuff on it and the emergency radio, hand crank, USB, solar. Very cool little light I found on Amazon. Anyways, and then I set up the solar, which was not hard. It's a briefcase. You open it up, you stick the 2 cords, one for the the USB, and then one for the DC. DC 5.5 times 2.1 V, or no, mm, something like that. It's too early. I got most of it down. Anyways, I knew I had to go that, so that's why the boots came on. That is still ice left over from the weekend. There is a lot of little patches like that. Water keeps refreezing. It hasn't quite soaked into the ground. So the reason for the boots is that area is a sink pit. I'm trying to remember to step on the frozen ice because the other areas is slippery. It is more like quicksand than anything else, so I'm trying to avoid that. But anyways, I didn't do much this morning. I really didn't. I just set up the solar, filled the dog bowl with food because I already filled it up with water last night, so I didn't have to worry about it this morning. And what do these fuckers do?